If you bring the 2 points like further apart, it is tight. That's a good stretch. If you bring the 2 points closer together, see how now it's like really soft. Hello, Mind Physique here. Have you ever seen people with rounded shoulders that they cannot actively pull back and they walk like this? That is often because of 2 reasons. Number 1, they have weak and tight chest muscles. Number 2, they have strong chest muscles from all the bench and the chest movement that they do on push day, but they have very weak horizontal pull muscles, meaning that their backs are very weak and they cannot pull their shoulders back. There are 2 things you want to do together in order to fix this. Number 1 is you want to add some horizontal pull exercises such as high row and low rows. Start with the machine to learn the general movement pattern. After 2 weeks, change to bend over row and start adding on more weight. The second thing is after you've done all of that, you want to come back and do some chest stretches. And I'll show you exactly how to do that. Now, many people know what a pec stretch looks like, yet many of them do it wrong. And setting the shoulder is a make or break for this stretch. The pectoralis major originate at the anterior surface of the medial half of the clavicle, anterior surface of the sternum, and the aponeurosis of the external oblique muscle. Pec major inserts into the lateral lip of the intertubercular groove of the humerus. Before I even show you the pec stretches, I want you to first learn how to put them in a proper position for the stretch. So imagine now you're doing a pull movement and you're pulling away towards you. See how your back is fully squeezed? That's exactly what I want. Squeeze your back and keep your shoulders down. Do not let them flare up. Press them down and get them squeezed. And try to remember this feeling and maintain this position throughout the stretch. First step in the setup, find a good wall that you can push your arm against. You can do it this side as well, just basically find a side that works for you. Most often when people think about pec stretch, they think about putting their arm behind them as much as possible. And what this does is that it internally rotates the arm. And you wouldn't be getting a good chest stretch out of that. In fact, if you stretch like this for a long time, you'll experience pain in your shoulder joint. Think about this, when you're internally rotating your arm, your shoulder protrudes forward, and you're not putting your chest in a very good stretching position as it is now relaxed. I'm now stretching more shoulders than I'm stretching chest. And I'm stretching my shoulder in a weird fashion too, it's not even a proper shoulder stretch. So just for reference, this will be the incorrect way of stretching it. See how my shoulders turn forward? I could put my elbow on the wall and still have the same kind of feeling. See how my body is also leaned forward in a weird way. And see how my chest isn't popped out or anything? Because that's not a proper chest stretch. Even after I go to the maximum stretch, my chest still isn't tight. You can try yourself, you're not going to feel any tension in your chest whatsoever. In order to fix that, I want you to think about the exercise I had to try on before I even started showing you the stretch. Basically, you want to squeeze your back and depress your shoulders, then rest your arm on that while maintaining that position. See how my chest is a lot more popped out now? And now, after I apply a little bit of tension forward, see how my chest is still popping out? And now I feel a lot more tension. It is actually tight. And you should be able to feel that good stretch as well. The reason that it works is that if you think about the origin and the insertion, now that we're externally rotating the arm, we're making the distance longer, thus making everything tighter. But if you're internally rotating the arm, you're bringing the origin and the insertion closer together. It's just like a rubber band or elastic band. If you bring the 2 points like further apart, it is tight. That's a good stretch. If you bring the 2 points closer together, see how now it's like really soft and stuff? You don't need to worry about how much in the arm you should be rotating as long as you pull your back and then depress your shoulders and you feel a good stretch in your chest. You don't really need to worry about the degrees you need to rotate in your arms. As long as you squeeze your back, depress your shoulders and feel a good stretch in your chest and everything feels tight, that's good. Do 2 sets of 30 seconds for each chest. And now if you want to stretch more pectoralis minor, all you have to do is to shift your arm upward a little bit. So see how my arm position changed from here to there? And you lean forward, you should feel something right here getting stretched. Most people who have pec major also have tight pec minor, so it's helpful to try out both exercises at the same time. For this one, also 2 sets of 30 seconds. And try to do both exercises 4 times a week if you have tight shoulders and tight pecs. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully everything is helpful. Mind Physique signing out.